Ready? Fine, okay. So I'm going to tell you a story about, it's a Christmas story that happened, well, it was like most Christmases when we would go home. It was nice with family and socialize. But this Christmas, it was my favorite one. I was about 12 years old, and we went up to a cabin up in Idaho. It's about an hour north of Boise. It's a really small town. But that year, my dad had made this movie and didn't work, so the money was a little tight that year, and we didn't have a lot of money for Christmas that year. So my dad bought some gifts, but really they were small gifts. And he was hoping that we would have fun in different kinds of ways, that we wouldn't focus on the gifts. So it was on about December 24th, and we were driving, and we arrived, it was about 7 at night, in the little area for the cabin. That area is a little small town, it has maybe about 500 people. And it was funny because I remember that as we were driving down the street, there was this store, this trading store, and we'd go in, and there was a lady standing there, and we were asking if they had any Christmas trees so that we could take one up to the cabin. And she says, "What? It's Christmas Eve and you don't have a Christmas tree?" So she goes, "Okay, follow me." So she got in this big truck, and we were following her and driving up this road. And they had a lot of big trees, but no small ones. And there was a lot of fir trees, but we're looking around. It's like, so which one should we choose? Well, not anything real big because the cabin's kind of small. So my dad was looking at one, and he says, "Oh, that one's cool." So I start to climb up it, and then he climbed back down. He said, "Will that one work?" "Oh, sure." So thank you, and we appreciate it so much, and put it on our car, and we went back to the cabin, and we didn't have any decorations or any ornaments to put on the tree. So we went outside and got some pine cones, put them around the tree. We counted the tree, and it only had like 16 branches on the whole tree. You could see through it, but it's okay. It was a Christmas tree. So we also had some popcorn, and we strung that on some thread and put that around the tree, and we just had some fun because it was Christmas, right? It was cold, so we built a fire, and there was snowing outside, and we all go into bed and went to sleep. And when we woke up the next day, it's like we didn't think there was going to be any presents in there, but we woke up, and first thing we come out, we see outside, and it had been snowing all night. So we woke up, and there was just a ton of snow. So we went outside and got all our winter clothes on and played all day. And I was about 12, my brother was about 14, and we got in the car and we were driving, and we got on these tubes and put it behind the cars, and we'd just keep driving around, around, around. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And that was the best Christmas ever because all of that snow, and the river was frozen. So we were able to play and go sledding and skiing and be with each other. And my brother, he and I, my older brother, we were shoveling the snow. And then we go on the river, and then what happened is he fell through because the middle part of the river wasn't completely frozen. So he fell through and got all wet, but went back and changed and went back. It was about 8 o'clock in the evening, and we opened up our gifts, and We had these guns, and so we were having this little war, and kind of was arguing about the game and how it was played, but it was my favorite Christmas ever. It was just the best. Oh, and I also got Harry Potter, that first book, and I was reading it, and that was it. It was a really small Christmas, but it was my favorite Christmas ever because we had such a great time.